number 6 to how can we get Ryan Gravenberch a rest? Because he's actually probably playing too much football. I think Slot is trying to figure that out, and maybe the answer is a dip into the January market. But probably not for Zubimendi, because that's a 60 million deal.
Hello, come on, come on, come on. We are champion. Come on, come on, come on. This is English Premier League because yo soy chileno y en Australia se hace A-League. In Australia is A-League. Why don't I have A-League? Usted quiere, do you want A-League? Do you want A-League? A-League, I don't have the Bobcast. A-League, what's A-League? Telstra, that's A-League. Yo soy chileno. A-League. So you go to the rompe todo, break that. Then up here. A-League table. This is the A-League table. How do we get more? So we got, whoa. So we got Auckland FC. Wow, they're doing well. The Auckland FC, the New Zealand team, look. I don't know why I don't watch most of this. Okay, we're going to go through it. That's probably what's now, today now. A ver. Oop. It's MacArthur versus Adelaide United Australian A-League. MacArthur, where's MacArthur? Oh yeah, coming second. Adelaide United coming third. What a match. It's been played in a minute. What about the news? How do we amigo, the news. Okay, I'm not really cluey. Gonna do some news and hopefully we can get a summary. Beautiful. I love you. I hope we couldn't whatever, and we don't know what they're talking about, but it's all right. Who gives a fuck? Ha 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 ha. And then we get a summary. Or each one we read or how we read it. We're gonna stop it and summarize it. Let's go.
Adelaide coaches shock at slice of A-League history as rival sends warning. Welcome to Made with Adelaide coaches shock at slice of A-League history as rival sends warning. Welcome to Made with Miter Moments, where aleagues.com.au brings you all the biggest talking points from each round of the 2024-25 Ninja A-League season. Read on for all the biggest talking points from round 10, thanks to Miter. Buy tickets to the Ninja A-League. Western United's perfect response to history-making loss. Chloe Logarzo and Western United needed a response on Friday night, and they got it with a 2-0 win over Newcastle Jets in Tarneet. A week prior, Western suffered the heaviest defeat in their Ninja A-League history. The 2022-23 runners-up dismantled 8-2 by high-flying Brisbane Roar at Ironbark Fields. But in round 10 and thanks to Callie Johnson's second-half brace, the home side conquered last season's semi-finalists the Jets, who had Tash Pryor sent off in their elimination final rematch. It was also a memorable outing for the Toronto Twins. Melissa made her 50th appearance.
Okay, I'm stopping it to say that Brisbane Roar is in Brisbane, which is the capital of Queensland. Brisbane Roar. Do they have any other one? Gold Coast. I don't know. Maybe the ladies are doing the men. I've seen the men lose 1-0. Brisbane Roar, the men are doing very bad. The women are doing better.
Appearance for Western. While Adriana made her long-anticipated comeback from an anterior cruciate ligament (ACL), Ironbark Fields. But in round 10 and thanks to Callie Johnson's second half brace, the home side conquered last season's semi-finalists the Jets, who had Tash Pryor sent off in their elimination final rematch. It was also a memorable outing for the Toronto Twins. Melissa made her 50th appearance for Western, while Adriana made her long-anticipated comeback from an anterior cruciate ligament (ACL) injury. I'm really proud of the girls, captain and Combank Matilda's star Logarzo told Paramount Plus. We asked for a professional performance and that's exactly what we...
Okay, yes, they're mentioning different names. Australian Matildas ladies soccer team are not very consistent. They're not very winning side all the time. They lose to Brazil and then they win to Japan. I don't understand how they can lose to Brazil and win to Japan and then beat Germany or Spain or something. I don't understand. Sometimes they play beautiful, sometimes they play pretty shitty and they lose matches. So Australia is not a very competitive or consistent winner all the time.
We did. We needed those 3 points and the morale for the team. Johnson is soaring to new heights in 2024-25. The 20-year-old attacker is well and truly in the Golden Boot race, just 1 goal adrift, having scored a career-high 6 goals in 9 appearances this season. For context, the young Matilda scored 3 goals in 2023-24. While Johnson continues to shine, Cat Smith's Western have struggled for consistency this term. 5th in the standings and 8 points behind unbeaten leaders Melbourne City, Western have won 4 of their first 9 fixtures, L2D3. The inconsistency in our playing, we're trying to help as much as we possibly can, Logarzo reflected. But when we're good we're really good, but when we're not, we're not. That's the focus throughout the week, becoming more consistent and holding on to this feeling and really honing into what we're doing well. Wellington coach's warning, we will be a force. Paul Temple has a message for the rest of the Ninja A- League. We're a team that can beat anyone and will be a force if we can carry this on, the Wellington Phoenix head coach said after Saturday's 2-0 win at home to Perth Glory. Football Fern Grace Jail came back to haunt former side the Glory with a second long-range stunner in as many home matches early in the second half before Olivia Ferguson sealed the points for the informed Knicks. Match report: New Zealand star comes back to haunt former side with another stunner as Knicks climb into top 6. Wellington, 6th in the standings, have lost just 1 of their past 6 fixtures, while they have won 3 straight games at Poro Park. Happy with how we played, especially the second half, Temple told media post-match. And thoroughly deserved the win, I thought. We created a lot of good opportunities and probably could have been a lot more clinical as well. Decision-making in around the box at times can be a bit better. But these are good problems to have because as soon as we start fixing those things we're just going to start scoring a lot more goals. We're creating a lot and getting in their box, so I'm pleased with that. We're starting to show it's clicking. And things are starting to move in the right direction. I think we're a team that can beat anyone and will be a force if we can carry this on. Adelaide's historic result in Woi Woi. Finally, for the first time in their Ninja A- League history, Adelaide United got the better of Central Coast Mariners. Emily Hodgson's first goal in nearly 8 years guided the visiting Reds to a breakthrough victory against the Mariners on Saturday, having lost all 5 previous meetings. The historic victory at Woi Woi Oval saw Adelaide leapfrog Central Coast into 4th in the standings. I wasn't actually aware that the club had never beaten them before on the women's side, Adelaide head coach Adrian Stenta said. So, it's definitely a positive to finally tick that box. This side has been quite good at...
Okay, it is a positive thing that Australia's got a park or a place where you can play your soccer, a group or a stadium or an oval. That's good. Australia's got all that. So in your area, you might not have it down the road, but it'll be 40 minutes away, and there anyone can play, and they've got the soccer goals and all that.
At creating historical moments for the club during my time here, so that's been pleasing. It's a tough place to come and get a result, so that's a real positive for us. It will build a lot of confidence within the group. Our away form this year has been really strong. This was our third away win in 4 matches. We feel confident going into any game, regardless of where it's played, that we can get a result because we've consistently shown that through the first couple of months of the season. For Adelaide star Hodgson, it was the first time she had found the back of the net since the 24-year-old scored in Adelaide's win over Sydney FC in 2017. Match report: Adelaide make history with win over Central Coast as Red Star enjoys 8-year first. I'm super happy and excited for Hodgson to have scored a goal, said Stenta. We've been telling her for a few weeks now. It's been a bit of an ongoing conversation amongst the group that Haji is going to get on.
Yes, the female less stronger than the male. I'm not sure how that works. No. Some pretty ladies. No. I think it's pretty even. If Australia's playing, say, Chile or Argentina, or they might not win, might lose the match. We don't know. It's weird. Like the Australian Socceroos, the men might beat Thailand, Philippines, Singapore, all these little countries, and they'll be very sporty in Australia, surfing, touch football, all these beautiful. I think women can match a little bit on the soccer to the men. They are a bit outrageous. The women are really good, but not win all the time, but good enough.
The scoreboard. We're asking her to play in a bit more of an advanced role than perhaps she's played for us in the past few seasons. And perhaps a role that she's not as accustomed to. I'm very pleased for her. She's been working super hard in training and has been able to recreate those sorts of moments consistently. I'm glad that the practice has paid off. She probably could have popped up with a second goal, too. Because she was quite high at times and found herself in the box. That's where we want her to be with the way we're playing this year. So, very happy for Haji, not a more deserving player in the team to score. At the other end of the field, Adelaide goalkeeper Claudia Jenkins helped create more history for the Reds. Adelaide have kept 5 clean sheets this season, a new club record. It's something we identified in the postseason review that we really needed to work on because we conceded far too many goals last year. We weren't happy with our defensive actions as a team, said Stenta. On Saturday, we were able to absorb some real pressure, come out of it, and do a great job of protecting our goal. It starts with our goalkeeper, Claudia, who had another strong game and put in a superb performance. I'm really happy with her form and what she's brought to the team in the starting role this season. She's doing a fantastic job. A-League's phenom stays hot, but Heyman's Canberra spoil the party in drought-ending triumph. There is a...
Okay, the Canberra. Canberra is the capital city of Australia. And yes, they have beautiful goalkeepers. A large, big, grande, big. At large, the goalkeepers are all different types, like one more fatter than, not discriminating, they're really good goalkeepers, the Australian ladies, but some, you have to choose, pick, combine the customs and how they stop the ball, or how they stop the goal, or how it's beautiful. The Canberra team, the Australian Canberra team, the capital AIS, Australia Canberra team, the capital of Australia is Canberra, the Australian Canberra team, not very good. They're probably in the middle of the table or either coming second last. It's ridiculous. They're not winning all the matches. One, they lost 9-0. One, they lost 4-0. They're losing a lot of matches. It's not very good for Canberra. Wakey, Canberra. Ladies, wakey.
New Golden Boot leader after a Brisbane Roar sensation continued her incredible start to life as a professional footballer, however. Canberra United stole the show at Perry Park. Lainey Fryer, the twin sister of Combank Matilda's forward Sharn, scored her 7th goal in 3 games as the Roar lost 2-1 after conceding 2 late goals. At home to Michelle Heyman's Canberra. Match report: Heyman's Canberra upstage Roar in dramatic comeback.
Well, that contradict what I'm saying now. See, Canberra beat the Brisbane Roar 2-1. maybe they're in the middle. Maybe they're not on the bottom. Wherever the Canberra Raiders are, they're winning one, losing one, winning one, losing three, winning one.
As A- League's phenom tops charts. Playing just her 6th professional match, Lainey Fryer broke the deadlock in the 73rd minute before Canberra turned the match on its head. It's been a massive impact having her. She does it at training as well, Roar captain and Matilda star Tamika Yallop told Paramount Plus. Winless in 6 games, Emma Roberts equalized from distance with 81 minutes on the clock and legendary captain Heyman scored the go-ahead goal 7 minutes later to silence the strong Brisbane crowd. It was Heyman's 114th career goal in the A- leagues as the Combank Matildas forward helped Canberra to their first victory since round 2. Feeling extremely positive, Heyman said. Really proud every single player within our team. It's nice to come away from an away trip with 3 points. Wonder goal halts unbeaten leaders in grand final rematch, the best feeling ever. Lucy Johnson, wow. The Sydney FC midfielder scored her first goal for the Sky Blues in sensational fashion as the 2-time reigning champions held Melbourne City to a 1-1 draw. Johnson's incredible long-range strike gave struggling Sydney the lead before Letitia McKenna's second-half goal ensured reigning Premier City remained unbeaten in their grand final rematch at Lockhart Oval on Sunday. It was such an amazing feeling to get.
Yes. Excuse me. If you see like a match where there's 1-1 draw or incredible running, incredible playing the game, nearly scoring goals every minute, like your team is really well. But if you, what was it? Was 1-1 draw against Sydney and Melbourne, wasn't it? Did they say? Well, matches like that watch it. You could watch it, and yes, it would be incredible. Like, oh, they scored the first goal in the first half. Now the other team scores the first goal, so it's 1-0. In the 60th minute, it's 1-0 for the players. You know what I mean? It's a tough match and good atmosphere, good stadium. Australia has got a good stadium, world record. I don't know why they don't use it in like Commonwealth game, Paralympics. Anyway,
Get a goal, but unfortunately we didn't get the win, said Johnson. It just opened up for me and I thought why not? It was the best feeling ever, I can't even describe how it felt really. I've been feeling really good in training so it was good to see it come off today. While City topped the table, Sydney continued to languish at the foot of the standings with 5 points in 9 matches. It's an error from a young kid, Talia Franco, who will learn from it. The last time we played City it went through the goalkeeper's hands. So really City should count themselves lucky because we should have 6 points from them, said Sydney head coach Antti Jurek. They've done well to pick up those points, it's just poor mistakes, but again, these girls are young, so I'm going to back them and they'll get better. A tale of devastation and delight, I'm speechless. From the jaws of defeat, Western Sydney Wanderers somehow escaped the home of the Matildas with a point in their epic 8-goal thriller against Melbourne Victory. It was a result that left captain Amy Harrison in disbelief. The second-bottom Wanderers trailed 4-2 after Alex Chidiak's 87th minute goal in Bundoora. Victor. A tale of devastation and delight, I'm speechless. From the jaws of defeat, Western Sydney Wanderers somehow escaped the home of the Matildas with a point in their epic 8-goal thriller against Melbourne Victory. It was a result that
goal thriller. When does it? Let me see it. See my computer. Kagari I-League. Maybe it doesn't have it like what I'm trying to say, but when does it really have an 8-goal thriller? Oh, it was 2-2. Wow, very close matches this time. I'm putting the phone up. Let me. I'm putting my face on it. Putting it right in the middle of it. It's over there. Look, it's over there. All right. It says 4th of January, Saturday. Games were played. Melbourne Victory versus Western Sydney. Melbourne Victory got away with it. with a 2-all draw to Western Sydney. 2-all Melbourne victory, 2 Western Sydney 2. Newcastle Jets Sydney. Newcastle Jets in Sydney. Ow, 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 ow. Newcastle Jets in Sydney. Newcastle Jets in Sydney. Newcastle made a big this way the matches made a big meal or food, whatever you want to call it. Made a big fuss about it. Newcastle made a big fuss about it. It probably was windy and rainy. Newcastle 2, Sydney FC 2. When Sydney FC is a top-notch team, they couldn't score that third goal. Sydney FC couldn't score. It was 2-all. Newcastle 2, Sydney FC 2. Then January 3rd, Friday, Perth Glory 2, Western United 2. No, 3. Perth Glory 2, Western United 3. That's pity. Perth Glory, mediocre team, not very good. They don't win all the time, so 3-2. Yeah, Western United. Western United is a Sydney team, so they're allowed to win that. They beat Perth 2-3. Brisbane Roar, Central Coast. Brisbane Roar lost 1. Brisbane Roar, Central Coast Mariner 3. 3-1. Brisbane Roar doing shit. Melbourne City 2, Wellington Phoenix 0. There you go. Take that. Melbourne City beat Wellington Phoenix. Western Sydney 2, Macarthur 3. Yeah. Oakland, Western Sydney, they're a pretty good team, and Macarthur's a little better, so they deserve to win. Macarthur to Western Sydney 3-2. Oakland 0, Melbourne victory 0. And does it say the table? I don't think it says the table. No, anyway, we already got the table, didn't we? How was the table? Oh, what am I doing? Go back to it. Go back. Oh, but we gotta finish the... Okay, get your face out.
Left captain Amy Harrison in disbelief. The second bottom Wanderers trailed 4-2 after Alex Chidiak's 87th minute goal in Bundoora. Before Western Sydney turned the game on its head with 2 goals in the closing stages, including Sophie Harding's 92nd minute winner. When you look at it, a point away from home against such a quality team like Victory, you celebrate that point, Harrison told Paramount Plus post-match. For us right now where we are, the point is really significant obviously on the table but just mentally for our group as well. Epic Wanderers stun Melbourne Victory with incredible late comeback. Harrison added, it's been a tough season to say the very least. We've had a lot of different things to overcome, but all those moments of overcoming those moments is for those moments. There's a lot of moments. I'm honestly just in disbelief. I'm so proud. Each game we've had to overcome something and to come back then, I'm a bit speechless to be honest. As for third place Victory, they missed the chance to leapfrog Brisbane into second spot in the table. Devastating, really upsetting, Captain Kayla Morrison told Paramount Plus there's really no excuse for it. Letting in 4 goals never feels good and it really shouldn't happen, especially coming from me as a center back. Going into big games now, they've become must-win games.
Oh, this is the table. So who's on the bottom? Perth Glory, Brisbane Roar, Newcastle Jets, Wellington Phoenix, Central Coast Sydney, This is MacArthur. MacArthur.
MacArthur FC, official MacArthur FC homepage. There's more too. The story sign in to unlock the best free football news exclusive to keep up. Sign up today to unlock it and access more exclusive content. In-game A-Leagues match highlights. Access to local and global football news. Packed with opinions from our expert panel including Tom Smithies and more. Register now again in.
What do they have a podcast?
Our biggest free school holiday clinics yet. MacArthur FC. Our free school holiday clinics make their return for January 2025. Our holiday break has left us refreshed and ready to start 2025 with exciting school holiday clinics. Supported by the NSW government, our January school holiday clinics are back and better than ever. Running weekdays from January 6th to January 31st. These clinics will be hosted at more locations than ever before, featuring both mixed and girls-only sessions at Douglas Park, Ireland Park, Liverpool, Hurley Park, Campbelltown, Knott Oval, Maryland, Blinman Oval, Glenfield, Scott Memorial Park, Austral, David Woods Playing Fields, Bowral, Cirillo Reserve, Middleton Grange, Linwood Park, St. Helens Park. Whether you're an early bird or prefer sleeping in, we've got you covered with morning and afternoon sessions available, running from 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. Our clinics are all about having fun while learning new soccer skills through awesome drills and activities. With help from MacArthur FC's experienced coaching crew, your kids will have a blast, make new friends, and level up their game. Spots fill up fast, so register today to secure your place. Don't miss out on all the fun at the MacArthur Bowl's free January school holiday clinics. See all of the dates and grounds for our clinics below. Match day information, Bulls vs Adelaide United, MacArthur FC. The Bulls are returning home for the first time in 2025. They'll take on Adelaide United on Monday, January 6th. At Campbelltown Sports Stadium in round 12 of the 2024-25 Isuzu Ute A-League season. Here's all the key information you need to make your match day experience run smoothly. Tickets. Tickets for the match can be purchased via the ticket website here. Bulls Members Membership Collection. Membership cards and merchandise items can be collected at home matches for the remainder of 2024. Simply bring your photo ID and you will be able to collect your membership cards and items to scan into the game. Cards can be collected when box office opens from gate A/B. We encourage you to arrive earlier than usual to avoid delays getting into the ground. Key timing. 5:30 p.m. box office opens. 6 p.m. gates open. 6:55 p.m. walkout. 7 p.m. kickoff. How to get to the game. Please see below some key information from Transport NSW regarding getting to and from Campbelltown Stadium. You can visit their website here. Fans are encouraged to plan their trip and consider all the available travel options ahead of time. When catching public transport, plan ahead and allow extra time. You can also check real-time capacity indicators when planning your trip or boarding services. Trains run regularly to Lumi on the T8 Airport and South Line. The station is a short walk from the stadium. You'll need to use an Opal card or contactless payment card device when traveling to and from the event. Register your details via the Opal website or app ahead of time. If you're driving, travel with your group and use nearby local parking. Allow extra travel time as traffic may be heavier than usual. You can find real-time updates on traffic conditions at livatraffic.com. Additional measures and staff will be in place around transport hubs and the stadium to safely manage crowds arriving and leaving the event, so please be patient, practice physical distancing while in queues and follow the
Okay, that's all the planning. The game is on, and I'm watching it. I'm watching it. We won't be able to. I won't be able to. MacArthur, Adelaide United. Can we hear it? Or maybe the phone's been cut out to not hear that noise at the background.
As mentioned, Adelaide will remain out of South Australia for the next few days as they prepare
I've
for
turned
the
it
trip
right
to New
up.
Zealand to face
Turned it right up.
Phoenix in their next
Turned
engagement
it right
on
up.
January the 11th.
Turned it right up. The white team versus the black,
MacArthur will make north to
white and cross.
Donald Jones Stadium against the Newcastle Jets. It's a strong challenge by Bernardo, but he's won the ball and there's no whistle. Adelaide
It's near low, 73 minutes.
Silva in possession.
MacArthur's forward in the area. Oh, mangle up. No, out. Ball's out. Ball's out. Come on, the white team, score, shoot, bang. Wrong. No. Oh, that guy's got like a cut on his eye, does he? Without a tattoo.
Feels as though it needs to as well. This is the challenge coming together of Clough and Bernardo, and that one hurts. Clough's back to his feet, but looking a little worse for wear, a bit proppy on that left ankle.
It's a throw for the white team. He's winching a bit, the one throwing. What is they all got tattoos. The white team's got the ball, the white team.
Full MacArthur with the eyes, but pretty obvious where the ball was going from the throw.
All right. It's in the middle. Come on, up. Yep.
Dukuli.
Adelaide's got the ball. They're taking it back. Oh, how boring. Taking it back again. Oh, he's a bit better. That's it. Now. Forward. Yes, the way. Oh.
Stands his ground. That's a really good piece of defending.
Oh, defended really well, the MacArthur player.
It's been good
There's
for
still
that.
no goal.
Adamson really active, really
No
lively.
goal. MacArthur.
Spoke about his industry getting up and down, defending well. His defensive duties on display. Just
Oh, this has changed. Number 6. Number 12 coming on. Is it?
Adelaide United.
Looks like 9.
Replace
26.
Borg.
Double change. 12
Introduction
for 6.
of Luka Jovanovic.
9 for 23.
At the expense of Archie Goodwin, who was not quite able to continue his recent good run in front of goal, to be fair. Really had a chance all evening, as I can remember.
Yeah, it was managed really well tonight. Archie Goodwin, I thought. MacArthur defence just closing down all the options.
Clough. Cleverly let run by Jovanovic. The cross from Kitto steered away by Jones. Back in by Barnett. And again by Oliver Jones.
Whoa. Come on, the white team. He's got the ball. Going forward. Checks it in. No, that was no.
Scoop over the top. but that's
Scoop
fine.
over the
Stop
top,
for
yeah.
Wrap.
Wrap.
Randazzo.
Oh, the white team.
Tight in there for Javan. Oh, he was strong. Too strong. And his attempts to win the ball back on Yaya Dukuli. That one didn't tickle either.
Flew in there. Germain was sort of asking the question of what have I done, but as we see on the replay,
Well, you know, it's got to be close to a yellow card. We haven't had one tonight yet. You don't wish to see players balls.
Do you put it? Yes. What happened if you do this? Oh,
close to
amigo.
maybe just a little frustration stemming in over there, Germain.
That's how the ladder would look if it was to finish this way. MacArthur would edge up into second and we'd have 3 teams locked on 19 points and 2 more just a point further back. Clough's free kick. Defended by Oliver Jones in the first instance. He's had a good night as well, alongside Arslanigic. Tommy Luscott might struggle to get his place back.
Well, they've been sound at the back, MacArthur, that centre-half pairing. has stood the test, and we mentioned against Archie Goodwin, really couldn't get on the ball. Small milestone for Archie Goodwin though tonight, surpassing the number of minutes he played across the entirety of last season. You speak about a player just needing to find consistency in his game, and Goodwin's done that this year, just struggled to really settle into the game tonight.
Yeah, but overall, the move seems to have worked wonders for him. That's when a club gives you a long contract, I suppose, which you feel wanted. They've got faith in you. De Silva driven back in time by Kitto. Danny De Silva has worked miracles there to keep MacArthur moving. It's down by Randazzo, but ball is a bad one from Bratton, but Bernardo just beat to it in the end by Parias.
Really neat by MacArthur, and there's a tidy bit of play to get out of tight pressure. I like the idea from Bratton.
De Silva, Germain, looking for Bernardo in the middle. Zach Clough can't break clear. Tense moments in Campbelltown with only 11 minutes to play. Adamson's cross, and Germain into the corner! What a fantastic header from the Frenchman! And the breakthrough arrives with just 11 minutes to go. It's Valère Germain's 25th goal in all competitions for the Bulls, which now puts him just one behind Ulysses Davila on the all-time scorers list. And reward for the Bulls' much improved second half display.
Well, we felt as though it was coming, and on the Harvey Norman replay, MacArthur, they held strong and they held out a really dominant Adelaide United. But Valère Germain, who has worked hard all night, hops up, and class is permanent. Those moments in big plays, they stand up, and that is a really well taken header. Back across goal into the bottom corner, neatly done by the Bulls.
And I'll tell you what, he's still got a lot to do there, Valère Germain, hasn't he? Because he's a fair way out. He has to get placement, a bit of power, and wrong foot the goalkeeper, and he did all three. He is quality. And there is that list of all-time goal scorers for the Bulls. Just one behind Uli Davila. And Adelaide chasing the game now late on, and they're going to be kept scoreless for the first time this season. They were the better team in the first half. Not so in the second. Here goes Bernardo, their former player. Linking up with Germain.
Said how often this happens. A team, for all their dominance, has nothing to show for it, and it just takes one moment of quality. MacArthur have held on soundly. That's a bit of an ugly challenge. Randazzo coming in late, really late, to collect the legs.
And it's the first yellow card of the evening, which goes to tomorrow's birthday boy. Not the sort of card he wanted.
Not at all, and that one hurts, so that is a yellow.
Well, is the Campbelltown hoodoo going to strike again for Adelaide United? 4 times they've previously visited this venue, and 4 times they have left having been defeated. Here's Johnny Yull, being tracked by Walter Scott. Barnett.
Well, that fluency we saw from Adelaide in the first half just hasn't been as present this second half so far. They've had moments.
Yep, just the one shot 1 goal in the second half by the Reds compared to 10 in the first 45. DeCooley, is there a little bit of a trip there? Yes, inside the box. It's been a horror 60 seconds for Oli Randazzo. First booked, and now Yaya DeCooley was just a little bit too fleet-footed for him. And it's a penalty for Adelaide United. And I don't think that one's going to be overturned.
Yeah, I think that's the right call there, Randazzo. Just a little bit clumsy, lunges out at the challenge, collects the foot, and DeCooley, what an impact he's made since coming on. Has the confidence to take players on 1v1, has the speed. A rueful shake of the head by Mile Stojovski, but I don't think you can argue too much with that one.
Well, just 3 or 4 minutes after Adelaide had fallen behind, a big chance to get back square here. Now, of course, we also know that Philip Curto last season developed a bit of a reputation of being a penalty-saving specialist. He saved 3 spot kicks from Bruno Fornaroli against Melbourne Victory, from Angel Torres against the Mariners, and from Nestori Irankunda against Adelaide United. Squared against that is that Zach Clough is 5 from 5 from the spot. So that's how huge this moment is. There's his previous 10. Let's see how well Philip Curto has done his homework. Big intake of air from Zach Clough. Well, Curto went the right way, but it was too strong, too powerful, too good, and Adelaide are all square.
A huge moment laid on at Campbelltown. And here we see again DeCooley with the feet to run his way through to get the penalty, and Zach Clough with all his experience, all his composure. That's a really, really well taken penalty on the Harvey Norman replay. Picks his spot, takes his spot. Curto, for all of his great work this evening, is not stopping that one.
He is metronomic from the spot and joins Matt Derbyshire as the joint top goal scorer in this fixture. And we're right back where we started, all square. Well, at least the promise of goals has delivered. Here's Adamson as the Bulls look to retake the lead. Adelaide maintained their record of having scored in every A-League match this season. Coleman. Randazzo gives the ball away. A few groans. The youngster finding the step up tough off the bench. Jovanovic, Farias, Adelaide flowing forward. Can he find the angle for the cross? Not quite. And it's a goal kick, well defended by Walter Scott. And nobody, I'd wager, is more relieved than young Oli Randazzo that didn't develop into something more for the Reds, Grace.
Of course, so easily. Dylan Farias, full of running tonight, continues to provide a threat down that right-hand flank.
There's the Paramount Plus points tonight. Luke Bratton leading the way at the moment, with Ethan Allegage, who's been very steady in midfield, and Zach Clough rounding out the top 3 with just a few minutes to go. Are we going to have a winner though? Here's De Silva floating it in, looking for that run of Jake Holman. Very nearly rewarded too. Recycle via Germain. Back through Arslanigic. Jones, Bratton. Needed a touch to settle himself and was then dragged back by Jovanovic. Quickly taken free kick. Here's Holman. Outside him is Randazzo. Can he atone? Not quite. It's going to be a Bulls throw though. A late change here for Adelaide. They're going to take off their goal scorer, Zach Clough, and replace him with another youngster, Ryan White. And we're also going to see the introduction at the other end of the age spectrum of the veteran Isaias at the expense of Ethan Allegage, who's been very good in midfield.
Yeah, another superb performance by Ethan Allegage. Just some changes to settle the last couple of minutes' experience of Isaias. Just a cool head to try and keep control of the game you'd imagine for the last few minutes from Carl Viet. All of the game you'd imagine for the last few minutes from Carl Viet.
Bratton, nicely angled ball for Randazzo.
All of the game you'd imagine for the last few minutes from Carl Viet.
Bratton, nicely angled ball for Randazzo. He's overhit the cross. That's all part of the learning process for the youngster. Sajovsky still full of encouragement. Franz Deli is being ready. There's probably MacArthur's last change. Jake Coleman takes his leave. And there is the young midfielder, Franz Deli, just 19 as well. He arrived in Australia as a refugee from Iraq, aged just 3. Just his 5th appearance for the first team. Here's Ryan White. And Parias away on the right. He's overcooked it again. Dylan Parias. 2 or 3 times he's done that in the second half. Presentable opportunity too for the Reds.
Yeah, really big moment for Adelaide to try and gain the lead, and Parias for all his good work tonight. Just that touch disappointing.
Adamson. Of course it was provided for Elijah Mann's opening goal. Bernardo, quick feet, straight at Dillianov. All eyes now on 4th official Nathan Shakespeare as to how many minutes to be added on will be signalled. Sends it long. There are going to be 5 minutes to be added. So there's still time for a winner for one of these two. Oh, that's a poor pass back by Randazzo, and Jovanovic might have been able to make him pay. Well, yeah, all part of the learning process maybe, but can't afford too many more of those sort of cheap giveaways. Adelaide will make them pay.
Really tough for the youngster Randazzo. It's been a bit of a nightmarish performance for him so far. He'll know that more than anyone else, but just a poor pass, poor giveaway.
Isaias to float one in, but straight down the throat of Curto. Shutting Keely Adamson away. Not for long. Franz Deli. Randazzo. He's giving the ball away again. White. They get the free kick there. Yeah. And I do feel a bit for Ollie Randazzo. I'll get his name right as well in a minute. Randazzo. He's trying to do the right thing, but it's just not happening for him at the moment.
For sure.
De Cooley did look for that free kick, but there was a bit of contact.
Yeah, and De Cooley, his impact has been excellent. He knew the contact was coming. I thought the ball was already gone, but just smart play. But for Randazzo, the kind of heart in your mouth moments as a player where you just hope that your error doesn't lead to anything worse.
Might do yet, as Yall sends the ball in. Oh, turned it beautifully by Luka Jovanovic, and have the Reds stolen the points in injury time in Campbelltown. Carl Viet will call it an inspired substitution. It was a glorious touch at the near post. Is it going to be the Reds' night for the first time in Campbelltown?
A huge moment late in the game for Adelaide. It's a wonderful delivery on the Harvey Norman replay, and the movement from Jovanovic is excellent. Steers toward the near post and just helps the ball through. It's a really well taken finish. And Adelaide have come to paint Campbelltown red. You think that's all 3 points squared away.
And look at the reaction on the bench. Luki Jovanovic, who was left out of the squad last week for disciplinary reasons. Carl Veart said he learned his lesson. That will mean the world to him and Adelaide United as he moves into double figures in his A-League career. And MacArthur, from being 1-0 up and now staring down the barrel of defeat. What can they do about it? Here's Adamson. Still a bit of time, but not much for the Bulls. Arslanic desperately trying to win the ball back, and he lunged in on Isaias. And this is going to be a yellow card for the big central defender. He's saying he won the ball fairly, but it was a very robust challenge. Replay will tell us more. Yeah, I don't think it's anything more than that.
No, I don't think so. Pretty agricultural in its manner, but yellow, undeniably.
It's his third yellow since joining the Bulls. Carl Veart, I'm sure, around the 81st minute mark, feared the worst for his team again at this venue. Trailing as they did to Valère Germain's header, but they've pulled it out of the fire, and you have to say they've been given a big helping hand by the young substitute, who was guilty of the foul, gave away the penalty, and also turned over the ball, which ultimately led to a free kick being awarded. Maybe a little bit soft in favour of Adelaide. The Bulls might be angry about that.
No doubt frustrated, but for Carl Veart, he'll be thrilled his substitutes combining for these moments, and that's exactly what you want from your young players coming on, making a difference, running at tired legs, and they've done exactly that, Adelaide.
MacArthur is the only A-League venue where Adelaide have never won. Is that about to change? Here's De Cooley. Thought about maybe going for a third goal there, and then thought, no, we're in stoppage time, I'll head for the corner. But not earn a corner, as it turns out. How much time is left? The Bulls have got to go, and quickly. Might just be time for one more attack. That one's seen out by Jay Barnett. Bernardo leaves the throw for Scott, but he needs an option, and quickly. Bernardo fouls, free kick. Surely they've got to put it into the box here. They go short instead for Delhi. Whitey goes for Adamson. Back through Delhi. Have they waited too long? Quick check of the watch from Tim Danaskos. Time almost up in Campbelltown. In comes the cross from De Silva. Keely Adamson at the back post. They're queuing up MacArthur, but Ryan White should be able to head them off at the back post. And there goes the full-time whistle in Campbelltown. The away day specialists are at it again. 5 consecutive wins on the road now for the Reds, who we call a club record set all the way back in 2005-06. It's their first ever win in Campbelltown and ends the Bulls' 6-game unbeaten streak. The Reds go second. The Bulls now 5 winless at home, which is a new record, an unwanted record for them. It didn't look that way when Valère Germain gave them the lead as late as the 79th minute. But Yaya De Cooley earned a penalty on 84 minutes, duly dispatched by Zach Clough. And then Luka Jovanovic off the bench and onto the score sheet in the second minute of stoppage time. All of which gives us that final scoreline of MacArthur 1, Adelaide United 2.
That's the end. I nearly fell asleep. The end of it. My God. Oopala. Alright, amigos. If you made it to where I am now, if you made it to here, whatever. Sí, amigo. Mi español no es malo. Mi español no es malo. Mi español no es contenido feo, no sé. Porque yo no sé cómo sacarse la porra, la chucha, concha de su madre. No. Okay. The game was on and MacArthur lost 2-1 to Adelaide United. I have to go now. I was meant to put this on. Look, I was meant to do this.
Sort of slotting in because it's not been that way for Mbappe, for example. But he is the wild card. He's still the one that you can't really read, whereas the other two, I'd be staggered if either of them don't stay.
Sam, your thoughts on Trent? Is he the most likely out of the three to leave, as Melissa hints at? But yeah, the signs suggest yes. And you know what? There's unlike for Salah, who we talked about, maybe there's not the ideal.
This is English Premier League. We'll listen to it for a little bit, okay, while I have a smoke. Then we'll turn it off. I don't see... it's gone too far. Okay, I'll listen for it a little bit. This is English Premier League. Okay, anyway, we'll see.
From Trent in these interviews. So, would he feel like at his age, given what he's already achieved at Liverpool, that he could go there and create something great? Potentially at the moment, that's what it looks like. Liverpool will not be able to give him financially and commercial exposure that he could get at Real Madrid. The alternative view of that is, can he let go of the emotional connection to his boyhood club that he stands to captain? Would winning anywhere else mean as much as it would for him at Liverpool? And can he guarantee that he goes to Madrid and has, a seamless sort of slotting in, because it's not been that way for Mbappe, for example. But he is the wild card. He's still the one that you can't really read, whereas the other two, I'd be staggered if either of them don't stay.
Sam, your thoughts on Trent? Is he the most likely out of the three to leave, as Melissa hints at? But yeah, the signs suggest yes. And you know what? There's unlike for Salah, who we talked about, maybe there's not the ideal landing spot elsewhere that you can sort of pin him down to. Trent and Real Madrid, it makes a ton of sense from Real Madrid's perspective and from Trent's perspective. There is a place waiting for him. Real Madrid are really muddling through their situation at right back this season due to the fact that Dani Carvajal tore his ACL. There was a conversation a couple of years ago as to whether or not Dani Carvajal needed to be replaced anyway. Mm-hmm. He fought back. He had a great last season, won the Euros, but now into his 30s, you're starting to look at that situation again. Lucas Vazquez playing there at the moment, not so great. Always a square peg in a round hole at right back when it's not Carvajal. So Madrid is sort of beckoning him, right? And they're saying, here's your spot. Here it is, right here. Perfect. First team, first choice. Let's go and play. Come and play with Bellingham. Come and play with Mbappe. It's not the same situation as Mbappe, where there was always that narrative of, but where will he play? That is not the case here. So Real Madrid makes a ton of sense for me for Trent.
Yeah, can't harm Modric on his way out as well. Trent can fill in at centre mid as well, can't he? He's perfect for but Melissa, as you say, is a big Liverpool fan. I mean, just on Virgil van Dijk, I mean, is if you were going to pick one as the most easy to get done, is it him? Although I guess his age could be a factor as well, Melissa.
Yeah, Liverpool, and I think any football club would laugh at the concept of any player being, especially like a gigantic player in terms of status and meaning to the club, being easy to tie down. But of the three, most certainly, there's less sort of clauses for Virgil that there would be for Salah with things like image rights. Trent has Real, as we've mentioned, which is a big advantage to him in terms of negotiations. Salah obviously has what he offers in the commercial sense, whereas for Virgil as club captain, without very many alternative options, although you think it would be easier for him to go to a new club than it would be for Salah. Salah would find it harder to find his ideal landing spot. I like that term from Sam. So yeah, I'll concede he is the easiest of the three.
And the fact that we are in this situation at Anfield with three of their biggest stars out of contract, is that really a symptom of all the changes that we've seen at the club over the past year? Not only in the dugout, but there's been a lot of changes behind the scenes as well, hasn't there?
Yeah, if you think about clubs and especially the best run ones, they tend to 2 years before a contract is up, they'll start the process of getting the renewal. Largely, it's a value protection thing, but you don't want to get into the situation where your back's against the wall as a club in a contract negotiation. So if you go back 2 years ago to see what was happening with Liverpool, they've lost Michael Edwards as the sporting director. Then his successor, Julian Ward, also exits after a few months. Mike Gordon, who was in charge of the day-to-day running of the club, steps back from those duties. So you have a little vacuum where suddenly Jurgen Klopp is all-powerful, and he deserved all the power he got for what he did as a football manager. But I think he himself will say he's not a well-versed sporting director, or he's not the man to tie down new contracts or deal with these sort of things. So that sort of fell away. Then you have the bombshell of Klopp announcing that he's leaving the club. And Liverpool had a window from when the hierarchy knew in November to Klopp announcing it in January to actually get those deals done without the players knowing that Klopp was leaving. And they did not want to do that. Neither the hierarchy nor Klopp, because they felt that's not the right way to do business, like dishonestly. So then Klopp's leaving. Now all the players are thinking, well, what's coming next? We need to see what's happening here before we decide our future. And so you get to the point where Arne Slot comes in. No one really knows what to expect from him. People want to wait to find out. And then talks really kick off in October. So that's how they've gotten to this stage. And when you're trying to do 3 convoluted contracts at the same time, and you've started properly in October, yikes.
Yeah, that's brilliantly summed up again, Melissa. I mean, January's coming. Sam, I'll throw this one at you and then maybe get Melissa to follow up. But they were linked massively with Zubimendi, weren't they, in the summer? And those links haven't gone away. And do you expect Liverpool to add to their ranks in January? It's never an easy one. Or do you think they'll prioritise trying to get these 3 lads tied down?
Yeah, something else on their mind maybe before they get to that. I don't know. Zubimendi was the big high-profile chase in the summer. It didn't come off. The great thing that's come about from that is that Ryan Gravenberch has become one of the best number 6s in the Premier League out of absolutely nowhere. Barely played last year. Now, for me, along with Caicedo, has been the best defensive midfielder in the league so far this season. He plays every minute. He's gone from playing not at all to every minute. He and Van Dijk, minutes played, top of the charts every time. We're now getting to a point where we've gone from, well, who can we get to play number 6 to how can we get Ryan Gravenberch a rest? because he's actually probably playing too much football. I think Slot is trying to figure that out, and maybe the answer is a dip into the January market. But probably not for Zubimendi, because that's a 60 million deal. And now you're in a point where Ryan Gravenberch is so good, he is your pick. I wouldn't want to disrupt that now. He's doing so well.
Melissa, busy January for Liverpool or not?
No, unless there's opportunistic deal here or there that could be done. Liverpool usually use January as their building point for the summer. So they, in their minds, if they were to go and do something in January, they always wonder why people feel it's a guarantee. The player could get injured. He could not assimilate because you've not given him a preseason to try and, get to know his teammates, all those kinds of things. And they'll want to have as little disruption to what they've got going on as possible.
Let's go from Liverpool, who are impressive, really impressive on the pitch at the moment, to rivals Manchester United, who continue to struggle on the pitch. Of course, Ruben Amorim's come in, Melissa, as a new manager. I love hearing him speak. I think he says all the right things. He's been talking about, he's not inherited he said, I think he made comments about it's a massive club, but this ain't a massive team. And then Dan Ashworth. I mean, I couldn't believe, honestly, I spat my cornflakes out when I saw this. Ashworth's gone after 5 months. Left my club, Newcastle, went on gardening leave.
For how long?
For a long time.
Longer than 5 months.
Longer than 5. And then, I tell you what, a big fee, different reports on how big that fee was that Manchester United ended up paying for Newcastle. But 5 months later, he's gone as sporting director. Melissa, what are your readings behind this one? Was this a shock to you as well?
The news came as a jolt because how hard Manchester United fought to get Dan Ashworth, both publicly and privately. That whole pursuit from the point of identifying him to be their sporting director to actually getting to the point of paying the compensation, which, as you say, depending on which club you listen to, is either £2 or £3 million to £5 million. And then getting him through the door, that was a longer process than he's actually been in the job. Now, I've been told, and I've got two sides to the story, and obviously they compete with each other. So I've been told from the club end that Ashworth is too passive compared to the other Ineos hires. He wasn't taking command of his department and his areas that were under his jurisdiction. And he wasn't working in the way the hierarchy wanted and in the manner of which Omar Barada, Jason Wilcox, and Christopher Vivell have done. So they felt, was the odd one out, not performing as they had expected him to perform. And then the counter to that is that, Ashworth felt he was being left out of a lot of key decision-making processes. A lot of the areas that he was in command of, other hands were involved there, so he wasn't getting the opportunity to put his stamp on it. Things he had suggested in terms of collaborative working and how the culture of the club could be improved, that had been vetoed. Even small little things like Sir Jim Ratcliffe has been very, very strong on United being so far behind in terms of recruitment and especially analytics in recruitment. So when Ashworth would advise getting a very good outside analytics firm to come and help the club, that would get knocked down. And he's in a position thinking, you want better analytics. We don't have it at the moment. This can help us in the short term. Conflicting reports there, but it's quite clear that the relationship, the setup, the structure wasn't working. Then you have to ask yourself, having pursued this man so heavily and made such a fuss over him, his appointment, what did you think you were getting? Because the Dan Ash...
Oopsie daisy. What was go into that? And then it was the number one. And then what do? You press play.
Well, hello everybody, and welcome to a brand new episode of the Transfer Talk podcast. Happy New Year to all of you. This is the first official episode of this January window.
All right, does not matter. Don't worry about it. We'll be back. We'll turn it on in a minute. On the 6th of January, English Premier League. On the 6th of January, which is today, 21 hours, Wolverhampton versus Nottingham Forest. 6th of January, 21 hours, England Premier League. 14th of January, Tuesday, that's in next week. Next week on Tuesday, Chelsea, Bournemouth, West Ham United, Fulham, Brentford versus Manchester City, Nottingham Forest, Liverpool. Chelsea versus Birmingham. Chelsea should win that. Chelsea should beat Bournemouth. Western United, Fulham. West Ham United, Fulham. I reckon Fulham might beat West United. Brentford, Manchester City. Manchester City to beat Brentford. Nottingham Forest, Liverpool. Liverpool should beat that. Then 15th of January. 15th of January, which is on Wednesday, is next week. Newcastle United, Wolverhampton. Wow, Wolverhampton plays again. Wow. Newcastle United, Wolverhampton. That's going to be a draw. Newcastle United, Wolverhampton in a draw. Leicester City, Crystal Palace. Another draw. Everton, Aston Villa. Wow, another draw. 3 draws there. Arsenal, another draw. All draws on next week on Wednesday. All draws. Next week on Wednesday when the game's on. Newcastle, Wolverhampton draw. Leicester City, Crystal Palace draw. Everton, Aston Villa draw. Arsenal, Tottenham. But Arsenal can beat Tottenham. I know that. So why would it be a draw? I think that Tottenham need to be upper hand and can only get a draw. So it's going to be a draw, okay. Then 16th of January, Thursday, Ipswich Town, Brighton. Ipswich Town versus Brighton. I go for Brighton to beat Ipswich Town. Manchester United, Southampton. Wow, Manchester United to win to Southampton. And then on Saturday, January 18, Saturday next week, the heaps of games coming up, bro. All right, on the 18, what's the most important one? Brentford versus Liverpool. Hopefully Brentford can beat Liverpool accidentally. 16th of January on Saturday next week. It's played at 16 hours. That's probably like 6 in the afternoon over there where they're playing it on a Saturday. Okay, and this on now, play it.
2025. My name is
Liverpool, but we know Real Madrid can be ruthless when it comes to finally getting there, man.
And now with the power of the Premier League and everything else, Terry, but in your opinion, is Real Madrid still a step up from Liverpool for Trent Alexander-Arnold?
Yes, it is, yeah. Yeah.
What? Okay. I just like you. You might hate me with what I'm going to say. You might hate me, and I know you're going to hate me. Why do you think, Messi, douche, mama, the most famous player, he is from Liverpool. He is the one scoring all the goals. His name is Salas. His name is this. His name is that. I don't know the names, but they say we need to transfer him. The transfer window has suggested he needs to move on now. He needs to move on. Move him on. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Like we don't understand that over here in Australia or Chile or whatever. We just go, yeah, you can go to the second division. You look like a good Chilean player. You're going to second division. Well, when Alex Sanchez was there, they treated him. He played really well at Arsenal, and Manchester United was the big troublemaker. It doesn't matter. Alex Sanchez has a very interesting reputation of good goals and good passes the ball. And other players who are in Australia, I don't know the names, like goalkeepers are good as well. Some goalkeepers are very tough, they don't mind getting hit. Australia's got good defenders, so they may want a defender from Adelaide United, Adelaide City, in it. Adelaide City, Melbourne City, Melbourne Victory. So we gotta combine all these things. Like they do talk about. This guy is going to be moved, and it's like a big thing for them. When we get a player that's going somewhere else, like Europe or East Asia or Middle East or South Africa, whatever. When we get a player to go to another country, we like say we clap, yeah, whoa, whoa, whoa. Not just moving him around all the time and changing club. You know what I mean? We don't understand that.
When you go and watch a classic,
And like you go see the games and the whole stadium's not full or some. Not everyone's interested in football in Australia. That's how it is, all right? It's ridiculous. It's unfair for other countries to pay more for a player than others. One gets pay one amount. Yeah, that's where I cry. Fuck you.
and you're a collection of the number of the best players in the world, and
I don't think it should be all about money anymore. It's ridiculous, making me swear and carry on like, oh, all you have to do is go to Europe and get really paid when you put all the goals. Be football. They say, oh, you're a good football player.
it's a real good period for La Liga again. I think it drifted a little bit after Messi left and Ronaldo left, but when you see the young players coming through and the players at Real Madrid, Liverpool, I think it's becoming a real, a competitive league again. But Atletico Madrid spending money, I think it's a real good period for Spanish football and La Liga. So I think when you go to a game at the Bernabeu, it's, in my opinion, there's no doubt they're the biggest club in the world. I'm a Spurs fan. Spurs are second.
Well, you heard it here first. Terry Gibson is backing Trent Alexander-Arnold to travel to Real Madrid in this window. We shall wait and see. But while we're talking Spain, we're talking Real Madrid. Let's just switch over to Barcelona and this fascinating transfer situation now, because we all remember last January. It'll be forever remembered by this podcast as the quietest window on record, where financial fair play and profit and sustainability rules became sort of almost swear words on this podcast, didn't they? I mean, it forced us all to become financial experts, and we're going to start 2025 with more financial woes for some of the world's biggest clubs. Now, Barcelona incredibly missed the deadline.
Okay, I'm not trying to be rude or anything. Again, I'm not trying to be rude or anything, but I can hear from the comment, that's ridiculous. Don't you get it? It's all about money. Here in Australia, we've got the Australian Open, which is the tennis. We got cricket, which we won against India. We don't get paid a big or extraordinary amount on our sport people. We don't have the capacity to pay our people. Oh, maybe you... I got the expression suspicious that it's not what I'm saying. It's the opposite. What I'm saying is that I'm whinging. They're paying. They are giving. Europe, Champion League. What they got? They got Champion League, UEFA. You got the Europe League, Champion League, Europe League, Champion League, UEFA National League. Oh, I see. You've got all these different leagues. like I'm not not a map in my head. I'm sorry, I forgot about that. There's a lot of money that's not just won by the club, it's won by playing the championships. What was it? Champion League, Euro League, UEFA National League, UEFA Euro. It's not just English hector. Yeah, amigo, I understand. I know now. If that's why they pay a lot of money. They expect the player to be professional, so they have to buy the player so they can get a professional. And the player might score the goals and do what the club wanted. In England, I'm looking here, it says England Championship, England League 2, England League 1, England National League. Right. So what England National League, what's that? You go into it. The table, who's on the table? York City, Forest Green, Rover, for this regulation. What does that mean? Main, then Head United, AFC, Fielder, Boston United. Wow, this is English national team. But anyway, yeah, I understand now. There's gotta be a more over here like you do over there. We should have second national soccer club. It'll be like the gold boot, the Asian gold boot, second national because it's only got the Asian club championship, and it's only got that where Australian clubs go play against the Asians. Only two go there, the first and second. So there should be more. Another one where the third and fourth and fifth can play in another competition. So I understand. In that respect, you have authority to pay your players a lot of money because that's where soccer is most strongest with the cash. Others like Chile and Argentina might just play one player $2 million, $3 million, $4 million the most, no more. In England and in Europe, 7 to 6 to 9 to 10 to 12. Okay, let's forget about it. No more whinging. You win over the money. It's not no more me crying about the money. Oh, you money this, money that, money. No more crying about the money. Okay, because you pay a lot of money to that Brazilian player, Junior, Neymar Junior. You pay a lot of money. Well, you pay. I should do the I know. I'll do it. I'll do the Chilean. I'll do the Chilean way. Watch this. How do you do it over here? Get out. Oh, this you gotta accept. This doesn't do it like the computer. Accept and continue. I bet. Now we gotta look for this player. We'll do it very big so you can see the player's name. Brian Cortez, goalkeeper. Lawrence Big Rogues, goalkeeper. Vincent Reyes, goalkeeper. Pablo Diaz, central back. Guillermo Maripan, central back. Okay, he's Francisco Sierra Alta. What do? You copy that bit. Copy his name. Su nombre. And copy the clipboard. Paste. Oh, we're gonna be here all night, are we? Francisco Sierra Alta. Francisco Sierra. Doesn't do the Francisco. What are you on about? You should. Because look what happened. You're cool. There's nothing wrong with you. You go like this, like you do normal. It was on it anyway. Hector was on football straight away. There, football.
Pep Guardiola has message for former Aston Villa star Jack Grealish after Man City winger dropped for Savinho, Birmingham Live. Manchester City's Pep Guardiola has laid down the gauntlet for former Aston Villa skipper Jack Grealish to step up his game after losing his spot in the team to Savinho. Despite City's lackluster performance thus far this season, Grealish has struggled to maintain a consistent place in Guardiola's starting 11. Ongoing fitness struggles have dampened the impact of the English international, who has fallen short of his vibrant showings from the previous treble-winning campaign. Guardiola expressed his expectations sharply, noting, "It's easy. As much as he, Grealish, looks at himself, he will see the competition and he has to compete." He pointed out the current form of other players, saying, "Savinho is in better shape and everything than Jack, and that's why I played Savinho." The City manager continued to highlight his desire for strong competition within the squad. "Do I want the Jack that won the treble? Yes. I want it, but I try to be honest with myself for that." He discussed specifics regarding the quality that Savinho brings to the side. What happened with Savinho's delivery in the box? It's higher than the other wingers in that position. Guardiola laid out the reality of the situation to Grealish, asserting, "They have to fight. You can say it's unfair. Okay, if you think that, then it's fine, but you have to prove to me, okay, I'm going to fight with Savinho to deserve to play in that position. Every single day, every single week and every single month." Since Grealish's high-profile £100 million transfer from Aston Villa in summer 2021, he has secured 3 Premier League titles, clinched a Champions League title and lifted the FA Cup. However, this season has seen both Grealish and City falter somewhat, with the team seeing a shocking run of 9 losses in 13 games towards the end of 2024. Meanwhile, Brazilian star Savinho appears to be on the rise. Pep Guardiola has thrown down the gauntlet to Jack Grealish after praising the recent performances of Manchester City newcomer Savinho. The City boss applauded the young winger, saying, "I fought a lot for him, fought a lot to be here. I say come on, do it again, do it again." He continued, highlighting that consistent performance is key. "I know that he can do it because I saw him. I saw your level and I want that, every single training session and every single game." Pep made it clear that playing time must be earned, if not, Savinho deserves. "I play him because he produces." Against Everton he was brilliant, then the goal at Leicester, and Saturday, he made a goal and 2 unbelievable assists. That is top. That's why he played. On the other hand, Savinho shared his determination to settle in, acknowledging his barriers but focusing on the trust from his teammates. "I've been here for 6 months. I'm still adapting, I don't speak English. I think when I start speaking English, I'll be comfortable in the group. I'll start to understand more the things the players say to me. He also conveyed his gratitude for their confidence in him, but the most important thing is that the players trust me and I can get this trust to show on the pitch. Despite the challenges, Savinho revealed his ambition to deliver on the pitch. When I arrived here at Manchester City, I was expecting to show my football, but I didn't know I would be able to show it so quickly. His work ethic shines through as he explained. I work hard on a daily basis and when I get to the game I try to show my talent.
Brighton. Why does he do that? Like he's searching for something. You know, excuse me, please. Oh, I'm in an hour and 30 seconds. Shusha. Shaka, 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 like a doocha. Chaka, chaka, shaka, like a doocha. Chaka, 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 like a doocha. What I was meant to do? No, get out. No, wrong. What's this guy? Boss, he's a defender. He's a centre back. Centre back. Copy that.
Francisco Sierralta, Wikipedia. In the Spanish name, the first or paternal surname is Sierralta, and the second or maternal family name is Carvalho. Francisco Andres Sierralta Carvalho, born May 6, 1997, is a Chilean professional footballer who plays as a center-back or defensive midfielder for AFL Championship club with Forden Thacayo national team. He started his career with Universidad Católica in 2015 and then played for Italian clubs in his career. Sierralta began his career with Universidad Católica and made his debut in the Chile Cup against Barnechea on July 8, 2015. He made his league debut on September 26, replacing Marco Medella in the final minutes against Huachipato 3. In August 2017, Sierralta joined Udinese was loaned to Parma. Sierralta's loan was extended for another year on August 7, 2018, for having achieved promotion. Tosaria during his first year with the club. On January 11, 2020, Sierralta joined Serie B Club Empoli on loan until June 30, 2025-6. On September 9, 2020, Sierralta joined Ed Championship club with Fordona 3-year contract 7. He scored his first goal for Watford in a 4-1 win against Rotherham United on March 16, 2021 8. International career Reddit. Along with Chile U20, he won the Alcudia tournament in 2015-9. As of match played January 4, 2025 10. Universidad Católica. Primera División de Chile 2016 Clausura. Chile U20. Alcudia International Tournament 2015. Francisco Sierralta at Saucerway. Francisco Sierralta at National Football Teams.com.
Go back over here. This is a transfer market. You can put England or whatever. I think if I press to the play, look, watch out.
Francisco Sierralta, player profile 24/25, transfer marked. Performance data. Championship 24/25. Statistics. Appearances 19. Goals 0. Assists 0. Yellow cards 7. Second yellows 0. Red cards 0. 60% starting 11. 57% minutes. 0% goal participation. Detailed performance data. Matches. Main position. Main position. Center back. Other position. Right back. Defensive midfield. Powered by. Loading. Player data. Facts and data. Name and home country Francisco Andres Sierralta Carvalho. Date of birth / age May 6, 1997. 27 place of birth Los Condes. Santiago de Chile. Height 192. Citizenship. Chile. Spain. Position defender, center back, foot right player. Agent Vibra Football. Current club. Watford FC. Joined Sep 9, 2020. Contract expires June 30, 2027. Gallery. Social media. Stats of Francisco Sierralta 24/25. View full stats. National team career. Number. National team. Debut. 6. Chile. June 8, 2018. 15. Chile U20. September 1, 2016. 6. 1 go to national play. 6. Chile U20. September 1, 2016. 6. 1 go to national player profile. Compare Francisco Sierralta with. Compare players. Whom do you prefer? Which player do you prefer? Francisco Sierralta. Rocco Vada.
Okay. I'm only going for what I know. I know that I know you can say whatever you want. You're gonna say, "Oh, you missed a player." You know what I mean? I don't understand. I think it's this one. Copy that. Gonna be here for hours. Opa.
Luciano Cabral News, ESPN, O. Terms of use. Privacy policy. Interest-based ads. Collection statement. Copyright sign ESPN Enterprise.
Nah, get out.
Luciano Cabral, Wikipedia. Luciano Javier Cabral Melgarejo, born April 26, 1995, is a footballer who plays as an attacking midfielder for Independiente. Born in Argentina, he represents Chile internationally. Cabral returned to professional football for the 2023 season, after signing with Coquimbo Unido in the Chilean Primera Division 1. In the second half of 2024, Cabral moved to Mexico and signed with León in the Liga MX2. In 2025, Cabral returned to his country of birth and joined Independiente in a deal for 3 seasons 3-4. International career Reddit. Cabral represented Argentina at under-20 level in the 2014 CODF Tournament 5. In 2015, he represented Chile at under-20 level in South American Championship 6. At senior level, Cabral was included in the preliminary squad for the 2024 Copa America 7 later. He received his first call-up for the 2026 FIFA World Cup qualification matches against Brazil and Colombia in October 2024. He made his debut on November 19, 2024. In a World Cup qualifier against Venezuela at the Estadio Nacional Julio Martinez Pradanos. He substituted Arturo Vidal in the 67th minute and scored the goal that was overturned after VAR review, as Chile won 4-2-9. He naturalized Chilean since his grandfather was born in Chile 10. In June 2018, he was given a 9+1/2 years prison sentence due to he was linked along with his father to a homicide occurred in January 2017 in Mendoza, Argentina 11. Due to his good behavior, he has worked as an experienced teller for the Club Sportivo El Porvenir 12 from San Rafael at the same time he performs as a player 13 in September 2022, he became on parole 14. As of match played November 19, 2024. Appearances and goals by national team and year. National team. Year. Apps. Goals. Chile. 2024. 1. 0. Total. 1. 0. Luciano Cabral llega a Coquimbo Unido tras estar en prisión. Club confirma el fichaje y anuncia a dos refuerzos más en Spanish. ADN Radio Chile. December 12, 2022. Retrieved 12 December 2022. Bastidas, Juan Miguel, July 2, 2024. La teleserie de Luciano Cabral se termina con una cinematográfica presentación de León. TNT Sports Chile in Spanish. Retrieved 2 July 2024. Vega, Diego, January 1, 2025. Oficial, Luciano Cabral firma un contrato por 3 temporadas. Diario as in Spanish. Retrieved 1 January 2025. Jara Martin, Max, January 1, 2025. Se viste rojo. Luciano Cabral es el nuevo refuerzo de Independiente. TNT Sports Chile in Spanish. Retrieved 1 January 2025. Historiales de participación de la selección argentina en el torneo Codeflaucutia. www.afad.com.ar in Spanish. Argentine Football Association. Retrieved 26 June 2023. Nóminas de Chile para Campeonato Sudamericano.
Okay. If you speak Spanish, habla con español conmigo ahora. Habla español, habla. Como este de Chile 4, Venezuela 1, ¿no es? Tengo que aprender, hacer la reacción, que aprender la cuestión. Se nos enoja el compadre.
Acá está la Vinotinto también con su gente que por distintas razones, por distintos motivos tuvo que dejar su país.
Ok. ¿Qué pasó? ¿Qué pasó? La reacción, pues, amigo. La reacción. Para que vean los de Inglaterra cómo jugamos fútbol. Sácale la pica al culiao. ¡Chupa el pico! ¡Maricón, culiao! Reaction. Intermixhector. Reacción. Ok, chia, chueta. Oh, ah. Vamos Chile, vamos, 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 oh, 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 amor te quiero, te digo yo, no sé por qué no puedo más, caliente, caliente. Caliente, caliente, vamos aquí, vamos acá, nos vamos así, nos vamos adelante. La gente es muy curiosa, vergüenza, cocinando la comida, moviendo boxeador, entretenido, divertido, Chile.
Y están acá, masivamente en el Estadio Nacional, con 19, 20 grados de temperatura. Vamos a vivir este Chile-Venezuela que arrancará a las 21 horas, Aldo Rómulo. Para Venezuela también es relevante, importante sumar puntos porque está en la...
Reacción, 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 ron. Uno de la vida, corazón es sexy. Uno de la vida, corazón es sexy. Reacción, 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 reacción. Intermixhector YouTube channel. Reacción. Suscríbanse. ¡Viva Chile, Chile, Chile.0!
Octava ubicación. Moverá Venezuela, señoras y señores.
Dios, del Padre, del Hijo, del Espíritu Santo, amén. Del Padre, del Hijo, del Espíritu Santo, amén. Oh, oh, ole, oh. Padre, del Hijo, Espíritu Santo, amén. Padre, del Hijo, del Espíritu Santo, amén.
En Chilevisión. Nos vamos. Partido crucial para Chile. Para abandonar o para empezar a trepar en la tabla de posiciones. Acá está Alexander Lavina, el balón está en la cancha, será lateral, por este otro sector lo tomará Miguel Navarro. La apertura por la izquierda, la viene buscando Gaby. Se viene Suazo, el pase cortito en la última línea. Y el balón se pierde. Cuando la quería el bicho Pizarro, fue muy largo el pase, será fútbol para Venezuela desde el fondo.
Sí, y hay algunas que están empezando a fallar. Ojalá que no pase mayores.
Hay un mal rechazo, insiste Chile, le va a quedar a Vargas. Insistencia de Ramiro para Chile, levantó el centro, algunos reclaman manos, será tiro de esquina, habrá córner para Chile, sorprendió a todos Eduardo Vargas, el primer plano para Turboman, en 9 de la primera etapa cerca Chile.
Claro, y cambia la actitud de Vargas, ustedes ven como desde atrás le queda esa pelota al delantero de la selección chilena que obliga a Romo. Es buena la actitud de Chile porque se proyecta por las bandas y porque en este caso lo de Suazo fue muy interesante al vincularse con Vargas.
9 minutos del primer tiempo, se viste de incertidumbre en la portería de Romo. Echeverría al primer palo, Maripán muy marcado. Y entra Vargas, Eduardo con un balinazo, con un zambombazo haciendo estéril la volada del portero Romo. Vargas y nos hace ilusionar. En 20 despierta Chile. Vargas para que lo griten todos. Vargas para el empate de Chile. Anotó Turbo para la roja.
Dos detalles. Uno, se quedan pidiendo varios jugadores chilenos en la sanción de un penal. Echeverría de hecho tiene que acercarse a Tello, el árbitro, para pedirle disculpas. Gran acción de Cepeda por el sector izquierdo. El centro está lleno de intención, lleno de violencia, lleno de velocidad, lo deja pasar Vidal.
El Vargas puso el gol. Como Vargas anda, porque no es muy buen jugador, de todas las que está quedando muy viejo. El jugador está quedando muy viejo, a los pantalones no le va a entrar. A Alex Sánchez, Arturo Vidal, Nadel, hay otros dos, hay unos cuantos más que hay que decir, oh, Dios mío, Dios, pero váyanse a la mierda, terminó su fútbol, chao, porque serán muy viejos, serán muy adultos, serán que no lo quieren, serán que se perdieron esos jugadores que están poniendo los goles, no pusieron los jugadores correctos a veces.
También a la vena para la aparición de Eduardo Vargas, que anota el tercer gol consecutivo.
Y perderse en el sentimiento que podían hacer esto en el partido antes, todas las otras cosas las podían hacer todo. No mientan que están haciendo ahora.
En este retorno a la selección chilena.
Jefferson, Rincón. Un rechazo mano de Pablo Díaz. Me quiero morir. Ramírez. Me quiero morir. Rechazó Pablo Díaz. La agarró el central Ramírez en 22. 2-1 gana Venezuela. No lo puedo creer.
Nos duró un poco la ilusión con otra jugada que sorprende por el sector izquierdo a los defensores Aquí está. Miren la certeza para habilitar desde el fondo. Aparece Sabarino, que ha sido fundamental en estos primeros minutos. La pelota va al área elevada por el experimentado Tomás Rincón. El rechazo de Díaz es muy, muy corto. Y la aparición de Ramírez es impecable para sorprender al portero. Hay una serie de deficiencias en la marca de Chile. La más ostensible de todos es el rechazo corto y frontal de Paulo Díaz, que deja obviamente en posición de remate a Ramírez, que derriba la ilusión de Chile, pero casi de inmediato.
Duro y el caracoleo y se retrasa buscar a compañía. Suazo viene al centro, le queda Gaby para la derecha. Hacían pesadas las piernas, cuando se reinstalaba la tensión, cuando Gareca decía concéntrense muchachos, 29 minutos, un gol sacado de otro partido, se quedó ahora Venezuela, le queda para la derecha Gaby Suazo que es muy zurdo, le queda tras la jugada del bicho, le queda para la derecha, me parece que tocó Tomás Rincón, 29 minutos del primer tiempo, este gol no lo grito yo, griten ustedes, 29 del primer tiempo, Gaby Suazo, Chile 2, Venezuela 2, y era muda, le dio con la muda Gaby.
Funciona el sector izquierdo del ataque de Chile, digamos que es determinante el taco de Rincón para desviarlo justo la pelota y poner la esférica ahí, muy lejos del alcance del portero Romo. Chile llega con alardes individuales hasta el momento y era muy interesante lo que estaba haciendo Suazo por aquel sector.
Esto es para el futuro, yo creo que esto es para el futuro a muchos que, cariños, amor, mucho, feliz año nuevo, comparten, miren, es clásico, es bueno, es fantástico, es romper las mallas. Dios mío, cambio, sentimiento, todo puede pasar, un español puede reactuar a chilenos, fútbol, otros pueden ser chilenos de la comida, reactuar de muchos youtubers, de todas personas de youtubers, everybody can react to anything you like. This is Chilean Venezuela reaction.
Y recibe premio con la pequeña ayudita.
Suazo para Vargas, está Lucas Cepeda, pasa Brazábal, mete adentro, Choro, ¡Lucas! Y si me lo vuelve para regalo, de Chile, 38 minutos del primer tiempo del partido, lo trajeron de tapado de Wander a Colo-Colo, Almirón lo hizo jugar, rindió en Copa Libertadores de América y hoy cuando nadie lo daba por titular.
Okay, este jugador que puso el gol será un extraordinario jugador, new player. I don't know who he scored the goal, what's his name, and he must be fantastic. For Chile to have new players, a new future for the younger generation, please thank you very much. I love you. El amor, chi, le, viva Chile. Esta reacción.
Gareca le da un respaldarazo, lo mete por la derecha, recibió la pelota, Lucas se frenó, quebró la cintura, levantó la vista y le metió un balinazo, haciendo estéril la volada del portero venezolano. Romo, nos paramos todos, yo me había olvidado de gritar goles de Chile. 38 minutos del primer tiempo, anotó Lucas, el Choro del Puerto. Chile 3, Venezuela 2. Y si lo vuelven para regalo, anotó Lucas. ¿Dónde te has metido? Cepeda y el triunfo parcial de Chile. Gol iquiqueño. A correr Lucas Cepeda. Se le perdió la pelota a Navarro. Acá está Lucas. Pasó Arturo Cepeda.
Qué bueno ese chileno. Lo van a pagar. Se va a morir, culiao. Uf, Dios mío, qué bueno, culiao. Super. Un crack, mate, motherfucker. I love ya. Who is that player? Check him out. Whoever his name is. He's a good goal scorer. I'm crying. I love you.
Rechazo del lateral venezolano. Y cuando la pedía Vidal, por todo dentro le metió un marinazo. 47 del segundo tiempo. Chile 4, Venezuela 2. ¿Dónde estaba Sunayo Lucas? Lucas, la figura de la noche.
¿Qué le aporta a Chile esto? Precisamente audacia, atrevimiento y además remate de media distancia. Lo demostró en Colo-Colo en el plano internacional. El rechazo largo de Cortés es muy bueno. Se enreda.
Cepeda. Ormazábal pasó por su espalda. Acá está Lucas. Ahora viene Alexander. Está. Hay un rechazo, insistencia por la derecha. La pelota que la quiere Cabral. Murillo. Este es Suazo. Cabral. Qué calidad. Suazo al centro. Está Vargas. Estaba adelantado, dice el asistente. Siempre al 10, Aldo. Siempre al 10. Es bueno.
Fue el primer regalito. Aquí está. Porque hace la pausa necesaria para que aparezca Suazo. Que ya está hecho, ha hecho muy buen partido. Y luego viene la arremetida de Vargas.
Andrade metió todas las fichas en la máquina. Andrade cerca. Lo dejaron patear a centímetros del palo de la mano izquierda de Cortés. Fútbol para Chile, la vemos.
Claro, puso hombres de refresco el conjunto venezolano. Trata de retomar el partido. Obliga a Cortés. Se va.
Luciano invente. Luciano 88 minutos. Acá está Cabral. Bonito pase. Está Mora. La pelota se abrió un tanto. Este es el Pipe. El centro está Cabral.
¿Por qué este gol? Why is this goal outside? What happened? ¿Por qué este gol es como? ¿Por qué no lo? Se tiró la pelota, ¿cómo? ¿O estoy equivocado? No es gol, ¿cierto?
Chileno, 89 minutos para tirar la cifra para que Sabará.
¿Por qué no entró el gol y por qué no fue 5?
Los chilenos, anotó Luciano, tocó para el Pipe, Mora no se desesperó. Sin la dictadura.
Why is Venezuelan worry about this when the goal was outside? The player must have been outside.
Zapazo tocó la pelota atrás y entró Luciano. Uno de infancia rebelde. Uno que se toqueó permanentemente con la coreta y que boxeó con su sombra. El hombre del León. 90 minutos, ya no queda nada. Anotó Cabral 5-2. Pero cuánto mérito del Pipe Mora.
Sangre nueva para aquellos que llegaron a refrescar esta selección. Para Lucas Cepeda, para Luciano Cabral, para una retaguardia de Venezuela que terminó regalada. Ya lo decíamos, sobre todo por aquí el sector, tras la salida de Navarro. Se jugó toda Batista en la búsqueda de empatar el partido, pero sencillamente se desnudó. Chile aprovechó cabalmente todas las chances y Luciano Cabral, después de la muy buena jugada de Mora, le queda desacomodado el balón, pero él mismo le marca la jugada y aparece Cabral desde atrás para bailar y para festejar este gol. Ya está dicho, jugó en Punta del Este, un clasificatorio por la selección, pero lo anotó. Hay revisión de VAR, sí. No nos puede quitar un gol. A ver. Puede ser. Le tiran la línea sobre el hombro.
Esta no se debería ni cobrar, ni para allá, ni para acá. Si estaba, eran
Digamos que
Muy fina.
digamos que Alexander Aravena no entra en esta ecuación, no tiene nada que ver. La línea es la que se está trazando en estos momentos, pero es una sutileza. Lo que pasa es que Venezuela en la tabla pasa a ser rival nuestro otra vez, y esto de alguna manera va a condicionar el tema.
Llegó el chileno. Llegó el chileno Cabral, que lo grita con el alma. ¿Cuántos pedíamos a Cabral? ¿Cuánta calidad? El que nació en Argentinos Junior. Jugó con el Vichy, si mal no recuerdo, lo lleva a Tocali en sub-20.
No, espérate, no lo ha decretado todavía, se ha adelantado.
En el piso. No sé si es Sormasole, a lo lejos. Cuando viene Gabriel Suazo se mete en el área. Algunos se pararon. Lateral. No quedará 96 minutos. El árbitro lo va a terminar aquí. Habrá demanda por este otro sector, señoras y señores, amigos de Chilevisión. Nada más. Partido terminado con sobre 40.000 personas. Y la gente pedía Cepeda, la gente pedía Cabral. Vinieron los cambios. Por fin sonríe Gareca. Se alegran los rostros de Chile. Con 40.000 personas, Chile le ganó a Venezuela 4-2 y seguimos vivos.
Claro, todavía está difícil, todavía es una apuesta muy empinada, todavía dependemos de una serie de factores, el tránsito muy difícil, pero ya está.
Okay, so goodbye. Where was this? This was in Chilevisión un mes atrás. What, a month ago? Chilevisión a month ago. Okay, there's nothing to say. Chile won 4-1. No, 4-2, wasn't it? 4-2. 4-2, okay. Intermixhector, chileno, goodbye.